fourth and final workshop for this gift program. And I want to tell you, I am so incredibly proud of each and every one of you. My heart has been singing this entire 30 days, and seeing those Facebook posts and seeing that you're implementing these things and seeing life changes in everything, not just appearance, but mindset and insights and the way you feel and your confidence that's coming out. And I am just very, very grateful to every single one of you for taking care of yourselves the way that you have. You make me so proud. And with that, I'm going to turn it to Tony so I don't cry.
Oh man, that's a lot of pressure. Now I feel like I have to cry. No, just kidding. Hi, everybody. I love that. I love this time. You know, this is sort of the part of the path where you're deciding, okay, it's over, we did it, or we did it, what's next? I mean, that's really where we are. Is it the end or is it the beginning? And if you really think about it, if you think about this, you can really look into any area of your life. And if you want to know really what shifts your body, your career, your finances, your relationship, your health, you know, there's really just one force. And that force is decision making. And that's where you are right now. You are deciding, okay, we did it, it's over, or we did it, let's keep going. And that's really where you're at. And decision making is the direct force that shapes your ultimate outcome, personal, physical, professional, spiritual, all of it. And how many of you right now can think of a decision? And I've talked about this before, but I want you to really let it sink in. Can you think of a decision, maybe it was made a year ago or 3 years ago or 5 years ago or 10 years ago or 20 or 30 years ago, that you may not have realized it at the time, but that decision was one of the most important decisions of your entire life? Meaning, if you had to make a different decision in that moment, the course of your life would be completely different. It could be somebody you married. It could be a job that you took, where you went to college, having children or not having children. If you could, I mean, really, I want you to think of right now, all of you, even if you've done this exercise before, just think of one decision that you've made. That had you made a different decision years ago, your life would be completely different. Well, you're in that stage right now, because you're going to wake up in 5 years and 10 years, and you're going to be somewhere. And you're going to say, wow, I went through that program and I should have really made the decision to do what? This is the time. Now, the secret to all of this is getting so good at making effective decisions. A decision to not look at this program as it's over right now is a really effective and good decision. Because what's the point of playing full out for 30 days and then just reversing back to old patterns? What's good there? And let me ask you something. Are we always going to make the right decisions? Absolutely not. Not in a million years. But the issue is deciding to make this a lifestyle. You know, it's a tough decision, and people don't want to make tough decisions because they want to make the right decisions. Therefore, they make no decisions, and they live in limbo of where they're doing this. They go up and down. People call it a yo-yo. They live on that yo-yo planet, okay? And that too is a decision, to be a yo-yo. Isn't it true? And what happens at that point really is the world then just sort of takes you over and you're coasting. Because decision-making is a very, very powerful tool that we underestimate. Now, there's 3 decisions that we make at every moment of every day, and you're going to make it tonight. You're going to decide tonight what your future looks like. And you're actually doing it right now. The first thing, the very first decision that you make every day, and you're doing it right now, and it happens throughout your day, all day long, every day, no matter what, is you're deciding what to focus on. Because whatever you focus on, you're going to feel that. If you think that this is over, and now you want to reward yourself with old patterns, you're going to do it. But if you focus on how far you've come in 30 days and how far you'll be in another 30 days, you're going to be in a totally different place. Some people on a day-to-day basis think about themselves only. Some people on a day-to-day basis think about other people only. And I'll tell you what, those different decisions, those 2 different decisions really changes the quality of somebody's life. Somebody that's selfish feels different than somebody that's all serving. If you're running around in a state of what's in it for me, your life's going to feel very different than somebody focusing on adding value and service to other people. That's true. Completely. Now, most people focus on what they can't control every single day. Can you predict, if you're focusing every day on what you can't control, what you're going to feel about your life? You're going to feel pretty out of control. And when you feel out of control, you're going to behave out of control. And you're only going to be able to be controlled when you're in a program format. And you've got to do these things over and over again until it becomes habitual. That's why challenges and programs and things like that have to be done on a regular basis. What have you ever done in your life once and gotten expert results on? Ever? I've read the same book 50 times and I'm still, I mean, how many times have we had to do something over and over again? They say, well, I did it once and it didn't work. Really? When you started walking as a baby and you fell, did your parents say, well, they're just not meant to walk? No, they did whatever it took to get you to walk. Again, most people focus on what they can't control every day. And then you're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to be stressed. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be anxious. And so right now you're deciding what to focus on. Is this the end or the beginning? You could be focusing on, okay, maybe she's onto something. Maybe she's right. Really decide. But whatever you focus on, you're going to experience 100%. And when you go to make a decision, whatever decision it is, you will go all in if you know what your long-term result is. Now, some people make a decision and then they focus on the decision and how it didn't work out before versus what they learned from it. Well, I tried this before and it didn't work out. How about I tried it before and here's what I need to do different to make sure it works out this time. We have to take responsibilities for the decision we make, and then what would we put into it? You know, somebody said to me, I had a lot of times I counsel and coach couples, and somebody said to me, well, I made the decision to get married, but it didn't work out. I said, okay, you made the decision to get married, but did you work on the marriage? I mean, you can't just say, you know, I want to get married and that's your answer. I mean, you've got to put work into these things. There are going to be decisions that don't work out. And if you're really being truthful with yourself, we forget them. We don't hold on to them, thank God. But most of the decisions we make aren't really the right choices long-term if we're really making ones that take courage. But the ultimate decision, again, is the ability to choose again, which is where you are. You're choosing again if you're going to continue what you've learned over the past 30 days. So focus is a decision. It's happening right now. It's happening in all areas of your life, not just on this call. So here's what we want to figure out. What is your pattern of focus? Now, we talked about pain and pleasure and things like that. What is your pattern of focus? Okay. So if you want to control your life, you've got to control your focus. And if you don't like how things are, what do you have to do? Change it. You have to make the decision first to change it. Because if you want to be a leader in your life, leaders make decisions. And you're all leaders, or you wouldn't be on this call right now. And leaders won't fear making those uncomfortable choices because they know that if they make the wrong choice, they can just redo it. You can just, I threw it at the wall. It didn't stick. I have another wall that I'm going to throw something at. So you can just change it by making a different decision and see how it works. But you're in a decision-making process right now. What are you focusing on the end of the beginning? And you need to ask yourself that. So the first decision that controls our lives is focused and patterned focus. Some focus on what they can control. Some focus on what they can't control. You can control your next move here. That is in your control. Some people focus on other people helping them, and some focus on what people can do for them. If I were you, I would continue to do this and then focus on other people you can help and bring in so you have accountability partners. If you make your whole life about meeting your needs, your life is going to be a lot of work and not much fulfillment. So you want to bring people in to meet those different needs as well. Now, the number 2 decision is, what does it all mean? If you decide that you're going to continue with this, what does it mean? When you focus on something, you have to give it meaning. This means that I'm important enough that my health and vitality and energy, it's important. It means I have to keep going, because if I've done damage to my body for 20 years, 30 days is not enough. So really, is this the end or the beginning? If you think that it's the end, you're going to feel very differently and act differently if you think it's the beginning. Trust me on that. Now, here's the key to meaning. The meaning comes from what we focus on. If your spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend or children or whatever comes home late and forgets to call, does it mean that they didn't care about you, or they simply mean they forgot to call? Some people walk in the door and we're attacking them because we created a meaning to somebody's action. Okay. What if let's relate it to work. What if you're a salesperson and you're recruiting? What if you reach out to someone and they say no? What meaning do we give no? The meaning that we give that no determines if we reach out to somebody else that day or not. Does it mean you did something wrong? Or does it mean that it was because they rejected you? Or does it just mean that you should quit? Or does it simply mean none of those things? It just means that they don't want to do it, whatever you're selling. Because here's the thing. Most people are giving meaning from focusing on minor things that aren't even true. Here's the trick. If you don't focus on majoring in minor things, your meaning won't turn negative. So if I'm like, wow, I don't know if I want to do this another 30 days, I really, was doing it to jumpstart it. You're giving it meaning that there's some sort of pain in continuing the process of health. Change the meaning. This means, wow, I'm a lot stronger and healthier than I was 30 days ago. This means I can even be stronger and healthier in another 30 days. Don't major in minor things. If you take up major time focusing and giving meaning to minor things, I'm telling you, you will be behind the curve constantly on your life. And here's what you need to know. What's major and what's minor. Okay? Minor time. Complaining, worrying about it, saying it's hard, all of those excuses. Major time. Showing up and taking action. Period. You've got two girls here that are quite capable of telling you exactly what you need to put in your mouth and how to move your body. They also know very much how to help you think properly. Okay? It's really important stuff. If we focus our attention on organizing our desk before we get to work, that's minor time, right? We sit down to get work done and we clean up our desk for 2 hours and then they say, well, I'll start tomorrow. I had to clean my desk. Minor time. Okay? Got to focus differently. That's the majors and the minors. Now, how about this? If we use the desk organizing as an example, don't mistake movement for achievement. It's easy to fool yourself by being busy. I'm too busy to meal prep. Well, if you go out to a restaurant, you're going to wait. By the time you order and get your food, that you're going to wait longer than it takes you to meal prep. So you do have the time to meal prep. Don't mistake movement for achievement. People come home at night, they fall into their chair, they put the TV on, they say, man, I'm exhausted. I've been going all day. And then I always say, doing what? What did you do all day? Because it's so easy to fill our time with chores where we think that we're accomplishing something, but really we're just moving, not achieving. Cleaning my desk, dusting the house, buying the best notebook, buying the best sneakers for our workout, but never going to the gym. We got to figure that out. We spend more time picking out the perfect workout outfit to wear around the house and look super cute than actually go to the gym. So don't mistake movement for achievement. Getting ready, movement. Getting it done, achievement. You know the difference, okay? So it's not the going. Some people are going all the time, but they're just spinning in circles where progress is small, very small, okay? Make sense? Does anybody have questions on that? No? No questions. The third thing, what we do is action. Putting it all to action at this point. Focus, meaning, and action. Doing it or not doing it. If you focus on where am I going to go now, it means I'm really getting closer to my goal. Your action is going to be to show up for yourself. But if you focus on, wow, it was really hard for the 30 days, that means I really don't think I have it in me. Your action is going to be lack thereof. So you've got to change your focus. But the number one way to change your focus is to change the questions that you're asking yourself. Really, you've got to get clear. You've got to start with the end in mind. What is the ultimate outcome that you want? If you've all reached your goals and you are at the apex of your health and fitness right now, I get it if you want to take some time off. But if you still have work that needs to get done, if you still have, if it's, energy or getting out of physical pain or losing a couple pounds or whatever your goal is, if you still need to get there, the challenge, the program may be over, but your journey's not. Like your journey's not over. This particular mile in your marathon is over. Now you've got to continue the whole process. And so you're focusing on your end result. And you can say, wow, I've run a half a marathon. I'm 13 miles in. Look how far I've come. And acknowledge that and give yourself credit for that. Hey, a half a marathon's no easy feat. I mean, wow. So be honored that you're doing it, but then know that you've got 13 more to go. And so get in the game, stay in the game, because, that's what Olympic athletes do. I had the pleasure of interviewing Michael Phelps, and he says, I know exactly where I am in the water at all times. He said, I know exactly how far I've gone. And I know exactly how much further I need to go. And so it's that constant, like you can honor it, but you got to keep going, and it's that same mindset. And he talks about it. I'm focusing on where I want to go. It means this. And what's his action? Go harder. Go harder. Be the best. That's his meaning. He has to be the best. That may not be your meaning, but you have to find meaning in this process. You've got to know your reason for doing it other than wanting to fit into your high school jeans. Maybe that is your meaning, but I'm telling you, it's a lot further than that. That means something to you. If you want to fit into your old clothes, it means because when you wore them, you felt at your highest. So why you really want to wear those old jeans again is because you want that feeling that you had. It's really not so much about the out of style jeans. Okay. And so we're chasing a feeling. So decide right now if this is over for you or just 1 mile down. 13 more to go, which is what I'm deciding to do. Focus on what that means for you. Reprogram yourself. Get the meaning. This means I'm going 1 more mile. Do it a mile at a time. Plan. This means I'm going 1 more mile. Plan it out. Plan it out with these 2 girls. They're very well equipped to do that. And then take massive action. That's where you are right now. I really love being a part of this. Thank you. Everybody's always very nice to me, and thank you. And I appreciate it. And I hope to meet you all in person. I'll be in New Hampshire next week, but I don't know if I'll be able to meet you. I land a week today. So I know I heard it's really cold there though. Not really excited about that. So I don't even know what to pack. I'm not wearing snow boots, so I figured that out. I hope to meet, sorry, I don't wear snow boots. So help me out there. And that's all I got for you. Wow.
I'll carry you, babe. Oh, bring an extra pair of sorels. Anyway, that was fantastic. No majoring in minor things, right? So before I turn it to Coach Crystal, I just want to reiterate, like, yes, what Tony was saying about, you're not an expert after the first or second time. This program, this gift program, is a building program. And many of you have done it once before. Let me ask you this. Who's learned something new in the past 30 days? Raise your hand. Yeah, excellent. Everybody has. So I guess even though you did it a second time, you still learned things, right? Right. So that's what I mean by a building program. Each time we repeat this program, there will be new, there will be more. If I tried to teach you, I'm not going to tell you how long I've been teaching nutrition, but it's longer than Caitlin is old. But where was I? It's been a long time, but because I've heard a lot of you talking about the recipes and things like that, I would like to leave you with a gift. Some of you might know that I started the Color My Kitchen program. And what that is that's a program with over 300 recipes in it. It's broken down. You can hit the same as this, right? You hit the recipe, print the recipe, and you can go more or less, serving sizes, all of that. And each month, new recipes are added to it. And should you ladies decide that you would like to be a part of that, I would like to give you 20% off. When you go in, it's $15.99 a month. You're going to put save 20, all lowercase, and that will give you a little gift from us, because I want you to continue your meals at home tasting like dining out. without the extra chemicals or calories. The last thing I'd like to say is that if you all, I'm in this cooking mood, right? And I'm starting my cookbook and I need more ideas. So if there is anything that you would like to eat, but it needs a clean version, I want you to tell me about it. It might take me a minute, couple of tries, but I want to turn that around and make it you approved so that you enjoy it, but it's a healthier version. We do that? Thumbs up. Ask your family, ask your friends. I don't care. I'm just, 2 cookbooks later, I'm running out of ideas. So bring it. We can do that, Becky. And with that, again, I am so, so, so proud of each and every one of you. Your progress is just breathtaking, to be honest with you. So with that, I would like to turn it over to Coach Crystal.
Yes. So I just want to echo what these other lovely ladies have been saying tonight. I am so very proud of each and every single one of you. And just like we've all been saying here, this is a journey, right? It's not about the destination. It's not about the sprint. It's about the journey and the person that you become along the way. And just some of the things that I have learned throughout this process have been incredible. And to watch every single one of you learn and pick up new things each time is very fun to watch, right? So after we give a presentation, to then watch the different videos that get posted or the different questions that get posted, it's just really, really awesome. So I'm so happy that you participated in this Get Your Fit Together program. Know that you are going to get discounts off future Get Your Fit Together programs, and you will be able to stay in this amazing, incredible support Facebook group for the whole life of this program. So that is a place that you can continue to come back to and find support and lean and support one another as well. So that is it for this Get Your Fit Together program. I want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you for participating. And I believe I'm going to see just about everybody tomorrow morning for a workout. So till then, my friends, love you all.